What's up, guys? Igor Hernandez here. Let's talk trial. Today I want to talk about whether you should let your second chair do the opening statement. Now, obviously the second chair is the person that's trying the case with you. He or she is not the one making the decisions in the case. They're just there to help you out and do some of the work in the case and things like that. So if you're in a public defender's office or a state attorney's office where there's a lot of volume, a lot of cases being tried, a lot of things going on, you may be trying cases with other people, more likely than not. And you have to make a decision as the first chair, as the person who's trying the case, should I let the second chair do my opening statement? And the usual answer is no. And the reason the answer is no, usually, is because in that kind of environment, the people who are jumping in second chair, they're not really going to know the case all that well for the most part by the time they jump in on somebody else's case. They're just kind of jumping in sort of last minute, not really last minute, but sort of, maybe they looked at the file a couple times, if that, and they don't know the case as well as you do. So because they don't know the case as well as you do, it's not a great idea to let them do the opening statement. I've seen this happen all the time at the PD's office when I was in it. In fact, I used to be the guy who used to do the opening statements for my own cases. So if I brought you in a second chair, I would let you close. And here's why. By the time we get to closing, you hopefully know the case a lot better than you did before you started trying the case, because by the time you get to closing, all the evidence is in. And you've been sitting in the room, in the courtroom, the whole time watching the evidence, and you've cross-examined some people, you've done some things, so you should be familiar with what the evidence looks like at that point. So there's a higher chance that you're going to know the case in and out, inside and out, by the time that we get to closing argument than by the time you get to open statement. So should you let your second chair do open statement? Most likely than not. You should not let them do the opening statement unless you have a second chair who's in the game, who knows the file as well as you do, who's put in the time with you to work the case, and basically somebody who's as up to speed on the case as you are. And in places like the public defender's office, the state attorney's office, it's hard to get somebody to be second chair that's going to be up to speed on your case or in your case, because they have 50, 60, 70 cases of their own to worry about that they've been prepping, so they don't really have the time or the desire necessarily to get up to speed in your case. Obviously, if you have a person that puts in the work, if you have a person that knows the case as well as you do, who's been prepping the case the whole time like you have, then it's fine to let them do the opening statement. But again, that's rare, and you should be aware of that going in. What you should never do, ever, is do what a lot of people do, which is, it's just an opening statement, anybody can really go ahead and do it, and you let the person do the opening statement because you think they could just walk in and kind of say some things and sit down, and it's going to be fine. And that's a huge mistake, because the opening statement, like I've said before, is one of the most important things in trial by jury, short of really jury selection. So anyway, guys, that's it for now. We'll catch you again next time. If you like the video, hit that subscribe button, hit that little bell that comes up when you click the subscribe button, and that way you'll catch all my videos every time they come out. New videos on Wednesdays, and I have some new stuff coming up for you guys that may be doing something else on a different day, in a different day of the week. But anyway, guys, catch you later.